point, but you're talking about a feud going back about 6-7 years here in the upper Midwest in the state of Minnesota. On one in the ring, J.B. Trask, the lost soul, and the returning Jerry Lynn. I gotta tell you, this one is gonna blow the roof off the West St. Paul Armory. We're waiting for Jerry Lynn. Where is he? The former ECW heavyweight champion of the world. And there he is.
And his opponent, making his way to the ring, he hails from Minneapolis, Minnesota, weighing tonight at 212 pounds. The new Effin' Show, Jerry Lynn.
What a matchup, ladies and gentlemen. Epic proportions that not begin to describe it. Jerry Lynn returning to the state of Minnesota, to his hometown, to do battle with a man that literally has been destroying the competition for the last couple of months here in SDW. Of course, a former tag team champion, J.B. Trask. Oh, right. Trask trying to nail in from behind, and both of these seasoned ring veterans going at it right away here. J.B. Trask with a shot to the jaw of Jerry Lynn all the way across the ring now. Oh, what a close line. Just about took Trask's head off right there. Jerry Lynn, salto. Forearm shot and a second forearm shot, and now with a side headlock on Jerry Lynn. Referee Tony Parisi, who looks strangely familiar to me. Over the top, Lynn with the leapfrog. Watch this now. Oh, that tilt-a-whirl head scissors, and Trask goes for the ride. Jerry Lynn and J.B. Trask, I mentioned their history, ladies and gentlemen, about 6 years ago is where it all got started here in the state of Minnesota, and I mean to tell you, they took it from pillar to post, from rafters to balconies, all over the state of Minnesota. And tonight, they're doing it one more time right here at the West St. Paul Armory. There's that bulldog headlock. Lynn tried for the floor over into the cover. Trask hits the deck, and joining me at Mike's side, well.
Mick Karch, it is so good to feel like I am at home again.
The Academy Award winner himself, Scotty Zappa. My God, you must be a proud guy, Scotty. Put old Oscar on the mantelpiece at home, huh?
He's going up as soon as I get home. You know, swerved everybody, including yourself.
I bought it, I'll admit it. Absolutely I did. Wait a minute. To the outside, Trask and Lynn once again. There's a couple of shots from the new Effin' Show, Jerry Lynn. Face first to the camera. Oh, wait a second. Lynn is scattering the fans at ringside. He's telling them to get out of Dodge right now. Wait a second, a reversal and a double. No, wait a second. Look at Jerry Lynn. Oh, my God. Oh, no way. Oh, my God.
Unbelievable. That is why Jerry Lynn is at the top of his game right now, Mick Karch. Just because of that.
I don't believe it, ladies and gentlemen. Jerry Lynn with that scissors propelling J.B. Trask to the ringside seats here at the West St. Paul Armory. Listen to this crowd solidly behind Jerry Lynn. My God. Oh, you just never know what to expect here at the West St. Paul Armory. Hopefully these two can settle this feud here tonight. J.B. Trask, as I said, running roughshod over the competition here in SDW. He basically tried to end the career of Matt Burns, did the same to Horace the Psychopath. Well, now he's got the former ECW heavyweight champion in the ring one-on-one. We'll see how good J.B. Trask is.
Karch, let me tell you something. I hope J.B. Trask leaves a little bit of Jerry Lynn for me, because I am looking for Jerry Lynn after I take care of Horace tonight.
You know, let's talk a little bit about your association, first of all, not only with Scotty Zappa, and of course with J.B. Trask, with Magnus Maximus, and I know the two of you, Maximus and yourself, now calling himself, Maximum Carnage. Interesting name. What in the hell were you thinking of? It's all about the mighty dollar, isn't it, with you, Scotty Zappa?
You know what, Cars? Just like you and everybody saw on that show because you were there, on that show you saw Mortimer Plumtree paid me very, very well. And that's where it needs to stay, Mick. Mortimer Plumtree paid me. He paid me what I wanted. Paid me well. I guess there's nothing else to ask, is there?
Nothing else to ask. You know, what do you care? What do you care who it is? What do you care who you've been loyal to? You turn your back on the fans who cheered you here in West St. Paul, to the fans who were concerned, wondering what your state of your health was the night that they carried you out of the building here. Fans were crying in the front row, Scotty Zappa, worried about how your knee was.
I think they were crying because they were happy, Karch, because they knew what kind of performance I put on. But again, you suck them all into where you want them, and you drop them back down on their head, including you again.
Well, you've done it to me 15 or 20 times over the years, wild thing.
I mean, back to this match, though. Jerry Lynn and JB Trask. JB Trask on the top of his game, too, Mick.
Well, there's no doubt that he is. And I'll tell you what, JB Trask a few years ago took some time.
5 minutes gone by. 5 minutes.
Kind of did a little regrouping, if you will. He has come back stronger and more vicious, more volatile than ever before. I don't know what is in the water that this man's drinking, but this is a new, legit tough guy in JB Trask.
You know what, Mick? JB Trask has been around for years, probably since the mid-'80s. And I know that he doesn't like us to Uncle Kenny at all. But, you know, JB Trask is up and beyond Kenny J.
Count of two. Well, there's no question in the one-loss column. Just a backslide coming out of 1 and 2. Referee Parisi a little bit out of position. JB Trask measuring. Jerry Lynn catches him with that boot to the midsection. Watch this. Oh, man, that's got to do it. A variation of Famouser. And now Trask with that drop right across the sternum. Count of 1. Lynn just able to power out. You know, there's no question JB Trask, as I said, is a very, very tough individual. Really making a mark here in SDW, but can you imagine the repercussions all across the internet if he scores a victory over Jerry Lynn tonight? By God, Jerry Lynn with contracts all over this country, the last thing he needs is a loss. Yank of the hair. And now Lynn firing back. Jerry Lynn so tremendously popular when he returns to the state of Minnesota. There's that tilt-a-whirl backbreaker, and Trask drilling the short ribs of Jerry Lynn. Hook of the leg, count of 2. You know, for a man who was scheduled to get into the ring with a guy who's a certifiable maniac, a legitimate psychopath, a nutcase, you're awfully calm, cool, and collected tonight, Scotty Zappa. You're getting in the ring with Horace the psychopath.
You know, Mick Hartz, let me tell you something. Over and over, you people have tried to razz me and get me off my game. Well, let me tell you something. I have never been more on my game than right now. I've got Mortimer Plumtree in my corner. I've got one of the greatest athletes, Magnus Maximus, as my new partner. What do I have to worry about?
Well, you know, you're making some good points, Scotty Zappa. There's no doubt about that. Mortimer Plumtree, of course, that very, very tangible, intangible on the outside of the ring. Magnus Maximus, a monster the likes of which we have not seen here in the state of Minnesota on the independent wrestling scene. But what about conscience? Is there anything deep inside your soul that says, Scotty Zappa, what am I doing?
Yeah, there's something that says, what am I doing? Or what was I doing? Hanging around with you and Ed Hell? You know, where did that get me?
Well, I'll tell you what, where it got JB Trask in the middle of the ring right now was planted. The back of his head into the canvas. So much riding on the line in this one, of course. Bragging rights, if you will, for JB Trask if he gets the victory over Jerry Lynn. As I said, repercussions all over the wrestling world. Jerry Lynn, on the other hand, motivated. He wants a shot at Magnus, the SDW title. He's got to get by people like JB Trask.
You know, JB Trask, time and time again, will come out, give it 110%, and stand there and fight with you, Mick, toe-to-toe. We've seen it a million times.
You know, Trask, from a physical standpoint, Scotty Zapp, he's not a bodybuilder. He's not a muscle-bound guy who spends 15, 20 hours a week in the gym. What he is a brawler. He is an absolute street fighter. There's nothing fancy about him. He'll come straight at you. But I tell you what, Jerry Lynn has been around the block, and Trask is not going to go through him like a hot knife through butter.
No way. Jerry Lynn is hot now.
Well, Jerry Lynn with a little verbal shot there. Watch this now. Lynn off the ropes, setting him up. DDT, and he delivered with authority. In for the cover. Count of 1, count of 2. No.
Frank Stuhl needs to put a little emphasis in that arm.
That's Tony Parisi.
Oh, whatever his name is, it doesn't matter, Karch.
Tony Parisi, Frank Stuhl, Eddie Sharkey. Wait a second. Oh, forget about it. Forget it. This one's over. Count of 1 and 2. Ring the bell, Scott. Oh, wow. An eighth of a count away from a Jerry Lynn victory here at West St. Paul.
Jerry Lynn and J.B. Trask. This match this is for the tough ones. You know, if you got a weak stomach, stay home.
Scotty, but we have seen. Wait a minute. What's Ricky Noga doing on the ring apron? Lynn clocks him. Trask with a clothesline from behind. You gotta be kidding me. Ricky Noga, that turncoat SOB.
10 minutes gone by, 10 minutes.
Out of nowhere, interjecting himself in this matchup, and that turned the tide in favor of J.B. Trask. What's with Ricky Noga? Every time I turn around somebody, it's pulling a swerve here in SDW.
You know,
oh, man. To the outside once again. This match, I'm guessing we're probably about 10 minutes into it. Seesaw, back and forth, and now they are on the playground. On the outside of the ring, that playground of concrete and steel. Both of these wrestlers very familiar to it. My God, I saw J.B. Trask toss Jerry Lynn from a balcony all the way down a whole row of risers in Apple Valley, Minnesota. They could take this one out to Robert Street, the airport. Oh, to the chairs on the outside.
oh.
I think that both of these wrestlers have been counted on the outside of the ring.
Ladies and gentlemen, your official, Tony Parisi, has ruled this match a double count-out.
A double count-out decision. Neither wrestler able to get back into the ring.
I want to see the end of this match. These two are tearing this place apart.
They're 12. Now they're on the up. Oh my God, into the pop machine.
That was good cause hell here.
Both of those have been caught out of the ring, and they're all over this arena. Oh God. I'm ringing the bell.
Yeah, for what?
Makes sense. I'm ringing the bell.
What are you ringing the bell for, Carl?
Trask and Jerry Lynn right in front of us. Jerry Lynn on the table.
Arch, if these guys come near me, I'd be forced to defend
Outside of the ring.
myself.
Well, I'm not worried about that. I'm worried about my own safety right now. The garbage can. Now where they go? They go into the back. Jerry Lynn and J.B. Trask have taken it to the back locker room area here at the West St. Paul Armory. The official decision. Boy, Trask comes falling through the curtain apparently. Oh, wait a second. Jerry Lynn. He's got a lounge chair, for God's sakes, not a steel folding chair.
What is this, Karchi? Get that out of my dressing room.
God's sakes, for here. Parisi, Stool, whatever your name is, get out of here.
That's my chair, Karch.
It's not your chair. It never was your chair. Well, the official decision, I understand it, is both wrestlers